One of our principles in the Black Panther Party for self-defense is that if anyone attacks us, we'll certainly act in self-defense. And we intend to wipe out our aggressor or that particular person or group who attacks us. We intend to wipe his ass out resolutely, wholly, thoroughly, and completely. Now, from here on in, it goes. You white people stood out here for a long time. Many of you didn't agitate, but we had a Nazi over here agitating Brother Curtis Baker here. He started agitating Brother Curtis Baker, interrupting and calling the brother niggas. He started messing around with the Panthers like that and snatching on us. I'm sorry. He getting his ass kicked. You want to live every day? Don't attack us. You attack us? I'm sorry. That's all it goes.
Hello, Freedman family and our riders. That was Bobby Seale, one of the founding members of the Black Panther Party, and he is in this video making it clear his stance on Black self-defense after being provoked. Keywords here are Black self-defense and provoked. Now, speaking of the Black Panthers, we discussed last week how something was really off about that new Black Panther Party chairman, Paul Birdsong, and well, it looks like FBA may have been right again. Since the last story, a few people, including the niece of Dr. Huey P. Newton, Maisha Newton, has spoken out against him. Now, before we get into the foolery, be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel, More Threads Talks, as well as the...
Because we're standing... A lot of people are saying that we should not stand up against ICE because we're standing for people that aren't us. And Black Panthers only stand for black people. That is a lie. Huey P. Newton said that we are internationalists and we stand with all oppressed people no matter what color they are. That's the founder of the Black Panther Party that said that. So everybody who's running around talking about Black Panthers don't stand up for people other than black people don't know a damn thing about the Black Panther Party.
Paul Juan Birdsong, everyone. Yes, I said Juan. Think about it and connect the dots. Now, dude was really out here trying to mobilize and justify Black Americans fighting against ICE on behalf of illegals. Yes, that's what they are. They're illegal and undocumented. Now, who would have thought that in 2026, we would see people who identify as Black Panthers come out for the unaliving of one of them folks' women while ignoring all the Black injustices that have occurred before this? I mean, think about it for a moment. One of them folks' woman was unalived by ICE because she was out in the streets protesting and trying to protect the same people who have undermined Black reparations, a hate crime bill, or they just use our faces to further their agenda. And now she is oppressed along with the others who choose to be in the streets to fight for illegals when they don't have to be there. Now, many Black Americans weren't feeling him or his message and found him to be a little suspicious. Well, now it has came out that just a year and a half ago, this man was on camera identifying himself as a rapper and wearing gang colors. It has also been said that there are questionable photos and videos of this man as well. Now, that is on him.
Hey, listen, a lot of people, are opportunists, man. They looking to be a part of anything. This guy right here, you can look and tell he was Fufafi. Straight up. Yeah. But I guess these are the people that end up getting a voice for whatever reason, like manipulating the black people, saying he's a Black Panther. There's no way that he should have, had the light for this. But I guess, when the situation happened, he was coming out like he wanted to protest. And all these other situations that didn't happen in the past, he wants to protest for this situation. They want attention. That's it.
But I find it very weird that he popped up out of nowhere after one of them folks' women was unalived, telling FBA we should be holding ICE accountable, about a job that they were assigned to do by the President of the United States. And that job has nothing to do with the Black community. Now, someone who has identified themselves as Dr. Huey P. Newton's niece has entered the chat.
I'm going to try to make this video as calmly as possible. My name is Maisha Newton. My father's name was Walter Newton. He was the brother of Huey Percy Newton, who started the Black Panther Party in Oakland, California. My handle name is Maisha 415 Newton. I got birth certificate paperwork and a whole bunch of Newtons who are ready to We listen. This goes out to the Black Panther Party, the new United Black Panther Party, whoever's out there protesting with these Somalians. I'm about to get a cease and desist order against you, and I'm about to sue you because you guys are not going to defame my uncle's name like that. We're not doing that. See you in court, bitches.
Now, I don't know if this is truly Dr. Newton's niece or not. I tend to believe it is. But if she is, she has every right to not be happy if this man is not an actual member and using what her uncle built to fuel his own agenda. And one more from another who stated he's currently actually a Black Panther Party member.
General Mike Payne, national leader of the original Black Panther Party here. We have received many emails from people asking what is our official stance on the ICE situation. I need you all to listen and understand what I'm telling you. We, the original Black Panther Party, in good conscience cannot risk life and limb of our people for groups of people who have not risked life and limb for us. Just because we have a common enemy, that does not equate to us having a common problem. If this was so, now listen to me. If we had a common problem and enemy, where were the immigrants or even the Black immigrants as a whole when Breonna Taylor, Tyree Nichols, Trayvon Martin, Rollin Hill, Ahmaud Arbery, Eric Garner, Michael Brown, where were you at when our people are murdered in the streets, slaughtered in cold blood by an agency that now hunts you? But now that injustice has touched your door, we have something in common. The Black agenda must come first. We are still working on in-house unification. We cannot afford to divide our ranks to help individuals who have not been reciprocatory. Black citizens, we are not the target. Sure, like anything else, a few Black citizens get stopped, hassled, and ID'd. That's been happening to us for 400 plus years. The difference now is we aren't who they're looking for. We don't mean this in a harsh way to any community that migrated here and are targets of ICE. But legal or illegally, this has been our experience.
Now, this is...
Now, let me say this, right? And I just got to be real, right? All right. Black people want to stand for what they want to stand for with the Black people, right? I don't think anybody should be out there protesting for illegals. You know, if they want to protest, let them protest. Illegals protest, whatever. That's their business. I'm not protesting for nobody, right? So you want to protest, that's your business. But I want Black people to understand this, right? You're never going to get a position in the United States of America saying that you're trying to get something done specifically for Black people. It's never going to happen. We don't even have a Black president. How do you think that? And it's like, all right, if these people want to, the Black Panthers and, you know, these pro-Black people, if you want to do it, so be it, that's your business. But they're never going to give Black people a position because you go around and say you're doing this for Black people. They're just going to ignore you and let you go out here and say what you're trying to say, and they're not going to pay no attention. It's not like they're going to, all right, we're going to do this for Black people right now. They haven't done nothing thus far. So what makes you think that because you say you doing this for Black people and the Black Panthers, that shit don't hold no weight, man. Like, it don't hold no weight. And I'm just being real. You know, I know some people might look at it the way they look at it. It doesn't hold no weight. The world is already designed the way it is, right? You trying to come together thinking that you going to change something and you going to say that you doing it for the black people, they just going to ignore you. You can go out here and come together and build the community of people coming together. You not going to get nothing done. The structure of the world is structured the way it is. Hey, unfortunately, we are who we are. This is the design of America. Ain't nothing going to change because you say this and you come together and say, we going to do this for the black people. Man, that shit ain't going to work. In my eyes, that shit's not going to work. You in your own zone, do what you got to do to survive. But you're never going to take over anything in America. Ever. You know, I think it's a lot of manipulation. Straight up. It's a lot of manipulation from what I see. You know, but dude got in there and he started manipulating too. It's a lot of people manipulating each other instead of focusing on what you need to do to survive and make your life stable. You coming together with other people is not going to stabilize your life. They're not going to allow a group of black people to come and say, we're taking over anything. Figure out how to stabilize your life and focus on what's elevating your life. Trying to come together like the mind frame. I don't have that kind of mind frame. I'm just being real, you know, and I really think that the mind frame don't work. You got one person at the top that's benefiting while everybody else acting like they a part of it, but they not getting nothing. So I don't understand it. It's like, you know, I guess they want to be a part of something, but the shit don't seem like it makes sense to me.
Sounding like a Black Panther Party member. With this being said, if Juan Birdsong was really wanting to make an impact as the chairman of the new Black Panther Party, he could start by not using threatening language on camera with a pow pow in your hand because you feeling yourself. See, real Black Panther Party members didn't do that. Many of the original Black Panther Party members focused on their own people who truly were oppressed. That's why they had the name the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. See, we didn't make up our oppression and try to latch on to somebody else's. I mean, shout out to all the people who keep saying FBA are next. Honey, we were first and still catching heat from them peoples. You just catching it now. Panther members were about self-defense for people who were coming for them. ICE is not coming for Black Americans unless you're out there trying to stop them from doing their job. The original members made sure Black elders and children were taken care of first. They made sure the Black community had a place for medical care, emergency care, and breakfast. The community also had clothes that the Panthers provided. See, things like that made them a threat, not them standing on camera threatening to do something to a government officials because you don't like what they're doing to someone else. Now, they did feed a few other races of people and help a few other people. That's just how Black people are as a whole. I mean, how many of us have grandparents or mothers who fed the whole neighborhood no matter what? That's one thing FBA gonna do is we gonna feed you. See, we don't mistreat people like people mistreat us. With that being said, back to the Panthers. They would not be out here fighting for illegal immigration, knowing that illegal immigration affects us negatively and is silently turning us into a permanent underclass. Shout out to Dr. Claude. They definitely would not be out here fighting for an illegal to have rights or get the tangibles here in the country that we have to fight harder to get. They may have helped other people, but their main focus was putting their own group self-interest first, and that was Black people.
Hey, listen, man. Do what you got to do to survive in life. Yeah. Do what you got to do to survive in life. Figure out what you like to do, get into it, dial in, and focus. All this stuff that they be into, it don't benefit us. It make you a target. And that's just what I'm saying. This is my opinion. It don't benefit us. These people coming together acting like they for the black people. You got people that's in there that are jealous of other people. It's not unity. When you bring a whole bunch of people together, like the unity shit, it don't go how it's supposed to go. A lot of people in here is suffering financially. A lot of people in here are haters, envious. You bring too many people together, you're going to make a disaster. This is how I see it, man. Straight up. Figure out how to survive and do what you got to do for you, man. Dude was, looking for a way to be a part of something. And it was a moment that something was going on and he got in there capping. This is what's happening though. They was able to point this out, that dude was capping, lying. And this is what a lot of people are doing in life. They're looking for an opportunity and an angle to be noticed, and they'll lie and act like they're part of anything to be noticed. He manipulated the people like he was a Black Panther and was accepted, and it was Fufafi. Going out here acting like he ready to, protest for something that ain't got nothing to do with him. This is why I'm telling you, man, it's all manipulation. When you dealing with people, it's like manipulation, especially with people that are trying to, bring people together in person. People that are trying to bring people together in person, you gotta watch out. Straight up. Anything that's trying to bring people together in person, you gotta watch out for. I don't care what it is, because you don't know what their intentions really are. They use certain things to get you there. They sit there and act like, okay, we're going to do this and do that. And then you get pumped up for it. And then you get over there and you become a part of it. And you see that this is not really that. But it's the manipulation to get you there. I don't trust nothing that's trying to get you to congregate in person. Why do I have to come together in person? I don't want to do that. But some people feel like that makes them feel a part of something. But I noticed everything that does that, it's a whole bunch of problems within that organization that they might not tell everybody. Any club that has a whole bunch of people congregating, it's issues in there. You're dealing with other people's personalities. People are dealing with real life issues. They go there to try to suppress the real life issues. All right, I'm going to go out here and be around everybody because I'm going through something. This going to take my mind off of it. Man, you better focus on what you got going on in life. Straight up. It's how I see it, man. Focus on what you got going on in your personal time. Focus on what you got going on and to build you. Trying to congregate with everybody in person, that shit go bad every time. I don't trust none of that. Straight up. And that's just me. I don't trust none of it. You get around these people and stuff, and it's like people aren't who they say they are. I don't need to be around you personally. I get around you, then I start seeing you not who you are. You over here doing some foul stuff. I don't want none of that. I don't want to be a part of it. You know, but this is how I see it, man. Smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment down below and let me know how you feel about the Black Panther situation and these people congregating, saying like they want to take control for black people. Like, nah. They misled us with the movement of Black Lives Matter. Then we see that is ran by a white person. It's all manipulation. People are trying to make money, man. It's all manipulation, man. People are trying to make money. They put this green money out here. They got everybody chasing this green money, and they got different entities manipulating people that's chasing money. I'm just calling it how I see it. Straight up. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of none of that stuff. You know, hell no. I want to be in my own zone, do what I'm doing. But it's a lot of manipulation with things that's going on in life, and people better pay attention. A lot of this stuff is not what they're portraying it to be. They tell us one thing, that's to get you in it. Just how people are doing content and they're lying for content. The world is intrigued by lies and fabrication and manipulation. The truth, people don't gravitate to the truth because they know it's the truth. It's the lies, the manipulation, the assumptions. It's the looking forward to and maybe this. What about that? That there intrigues people so much that they're willing to go out there and fall for the banana in the tailpipe because they're hoping on something. Hey, listen, man, I'm glad that I pay attention the way I do. And for the ones that look at it different, I don't have anything against you, but I'm going to look at it the way I'm looking at it because I'm seeing what I'm seeing. You're not going to show me something and then try to make me believe something else. And it's a lot of that going on in the world. You're showing me one thing, but you're trying to make me believe something else. And a lot of people are falling for it. And then they wondering why. What happened? Because you fell for that. I'm not falling for that. Yeah. Straight up. You know, and there's too many people in the world going through real life situations. They can't help everybody. And, you know, they manipulate people by, they might help a situation. And then when they help a certain situation, it makes it look like it solved the problem. Whereas though the next day or next week, it's the same problems happening again with whoever's going through it. If you don't get out there and figure out how to change it yourself and put the grind down for yourself and make a pathway for yourself, it ain't gonna happen if somebody give you something when you experiencing some trouble or heartache one night, 1 week, 1 month. Man, it's a lot of manipulation going on, man. I feel like when things are, you know, people are congregating and they're trying to bring people together, it's manipulation. And I'm saying whatever entity it is, I don't care what entity it is. When people are trying to bring people together, it's manipulation. Straight up. In everything. It's a lot of deception. A lot of it, man. Just keeping it a buck. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button and share this video, man. I appreciate all y'all, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this here. Straight up, man. Yeah. I appreciate all y'all that rock with SBGBTV, man. Hit that like button if you haven't already smashed the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Put a 1 in the chat if you haven't already done so, go check out the merch, SBGBTV.com. If you want us to promote anything for you, email me, sbgbtv@gmail.com. You know, I appreciate all of y'all that be rocking with SBGBTV, man. And y'all know how I'm coming, man. You know, everybody's not going to agree with me, but I'm just going to call it how I see it with things. And, you know, I'm saying things from my experience. And, you know, everybody has their own experiences and they have their own thinking. You know, I just say the things from my experience. And, you know, I ain't the go along, get along guy. I'm going to say it how I feel, straight up. You know, respect to everybody and, you know, everybody's opinion. You know, I respect everybody's opinion or whatever. It's just, I'm calling it how I see it, man. It's a lot of foo-fafi shit going on in the world, and people don't understand it until they in it. Until somebody doing them foul. Then that's, you know, when they see it, like, damn. You know, be mindful who you deal with, who you surround yourself around. You know, a lot of people aren't who they say they are, and a lot of people, you know, are foul. Yeah. And, you know, watch out for the people that you want to invade your space. You know, watch out for those people, man. It's a lot of that going on, man.